everybody, ODC here, and back with another action figure review. Today's review, we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Black Series Cassian Andor test. What's going on, everybody? ODC here, and back with another action figure review. Today's review, we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Black Series Cassian Andor in test pilot disguise. This is a figure that was recently announced and then pretty much released like right after the announcement, which is pretty nice to actually see something be announced and you don't have to wait, 7 to 8 to a year for it to actually come out, which is nice. Picked this guy up at Walmart. They had like a little end cap display. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but my end cap display actually didn't have a display. These were just thrown on a shelf on an end cap, which is kind of weird. But I'm happy to actually have picked him up. And yeah, pretty nice. This is a figure that's actually, I think, really, really, really well done. There's a little bit of awkwardness with his anatomy. And I think a lot of that is due to him not having a upper thigh swivel. A true upper thigh swivel. Like we have this little bit of like anatomically correct kind of thigh swivel, but we really need to get our thigh swivels. But I don't know why they would ever take away articulation and then yet still charge, $25 a figure. That's just, I don't know, blasphemous to me still. But anyway, the other issue that I kind of have is that he's got a little bit of a tall neck. It's a little weird looking. I'm just pointing that out. It's a personal preference thing. It may not bother you. Mileage may vary in that department, but it's just something that kind of is a little off-putting that he's got kind of this long neck. But other than that, I really like the sculpt of the suit. I think it looks really well done. I like the belt here, the harness, the chest rig. The paint that continues onto the back of him looks really well done. All of the symbol has really got this nice, not nice, but nice gunmetal metallic silver paint, which is really nice. And then we've got some gray paint here. We got some red for that the inside of that. Some whites and some blacks and some grays mixed together. It looks really good. I like the red up top for his flight suit. Really well done. And then the holster right here, which fits in his blaster right there. So you can just kind of slide that right in there like that. Doot, doot. There you go. Here. These upper arms look very similar. They probably are different, but at least this one looks very familiar to Bodhi from Rogue One. And I'm going to test that out. I got another Bodhi body here. Say that 5 times fast. Bodhi body, Bodhi body, Bodhi body. Anyway, they actually are different because you can see these little, I guess, rods or canister type things are stuck into the pouches, and they are different. But out of package, I was like, oh, maybe those are Bodhi bodies. But they're not. They are new. Even the other side is a new sculpt. So I'm willing to assume that this is an all new sculpt. Even the pouches on the legs, while they do look very, 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 very similar, they are different. And Bodhi also had an upper thigh swivel, and this guy does not. So the pouches are actually in different spots. They are different, but they are very close in similarity. Anyway, the figure's head sculpt looks really good. I think it's a very nice depiction of Diego Luna. Very nicely done with that. I want to say this might be the best likeness that we've got from Diego Luna. Looks really good. The eyes look pretty spot on. They don't look like a doll's eyes, but looks really good. Very pleased with that. And I love the intricate detail for these little buttons and such for the chest rig. And even this little red accent right there. Looks very well done. The belt has got that nice kind of silver shiny paint to it. Looks very well done. and then black for the jumpsuit. Very crisp and clean. The boots have a nice shine to them. Very good. Very pleased with the sculpt on this guy. It looks really, really wonderful. As far as his articulation range of motion goes, his head can look up about that far. His head does look down really well. His head can tilt side to side. It can swivel also, so you get the swivels there. You can also rotate the neck piece too. The arms do have a butterfly joint, which is pretty good range of motion. It's not just like a dead butterfly joint where you can't really use it that much. He actually can pinch in. And also the chest rig right here is also a softer plastic, so you can really get him to maneuver in. And if you want to have him in like the First Order TIE pilot from Black Series, if you guys still have that around, you could probably have him in that too if you wanted to. He does have T-jointed, or well, you can do the T-pose, I should say. Arms can go down, full 360 rotation in the arm. He does have a single bend at the elbow, a swivel at that elbow, a swivel at the wrist. He does have ball-jointed wrists, which I love. Thank you very much for giving us ball-jointed wrists. So good range of motion there, no issues. He does have a diaphragm joint which crunches forward and back, tilts side to side, and can swivel as well. Let's see if he has a waist swivel. No, he does not. But he can do the splits better than some Spider-Man figures. Legs go forward, legs go back a little bit. He's got the anatomically correct upper thigh swivel, which moves a little bit, and it's very kind of almost McFarlane-esque. He's got a single jointed knee, which is really nice, more than 90 degrees. Swivel at the knee. And then he does have a boot swivel, which is really well hidden. Very well done with that. Pointy toe, pointy heel, ankle pivot, 2 peg holes, and a partridge in a pear tree. And as far as his accessories go, he does come with his blaster pistol right here. Looks really good. Very nice. And then he also comes with his helmet, which I also think looks really well done. Very, very nice. Let me shine a little bit more light on here so you guys can really see the sculpt, because for some reason the black shine is really just kind of blending in. It does have some red Imperial logos on each side. And as you can see, this is not a normal TIE fighter pilot helmet, because the hoses actually run all the way to the back of the helmet. So very unique design there for him. And the helmet does seat nicely and snug on his head, so you don't have to worry about, you know, the chin exposed or anything like that. I know there's a lot of collectors out there that don't like the chin being shown, and you can't really see a chin at all. And maybe they did the long neck so you can really get a good range of motion with him in the helmet on. So maybe that is helpful in some way, but it just kind of does make the head look a little bit floaty with the helmet on. But this is a good one of those figures where you can really use him for double duty. If you want to have him just as a, you know, TIE fighter pilot, you could, or, you know, remove the mask and he's Andor, you know. So I would actually like to get 2 more of these guys and have 2 of them for just TIE fighter pilot, test pilots and such. All right, as far as size comparisons go, we'll get him in here with some other pilots here. Here is a pilot, an archive Luke Skywalker right there. And then we've got another kind of on that Skywalker body. It's just another custom. And these are just kind of no-name characters that I kind of put together just to have some actual pilots. But there you go with that. And next up, we've got 2 Classifieds figures, an Obligatory Duke on the right, and then we've got Outback, Tiger Force Outback on the left. Okay, next up, we've got a NECA figure in the Phantom on the right, and then on the left, we've got a Jada Toys Guile from Street Fighter 2. Okay, next up, we've got 2 newer Marvel Legends. On the right, we've got the Punisher War Journal 2-pack Punisher, and then on the left, we've got the new X Factor Cyclops. All right, next up, we've got 2 Valaverse action figures. We've got the Praetorian on the left, and then on the right, we've got Atlas. Okay, and last up, we've got 2 TIE Fighter pilots with the TIE Fighter test pilot. We've got the Lieutenant Oxio from that, I believe it was a 4-pack or a 3-pack way back in, like, I think around 2016, 17, something like that. And then on the right, we've got the Inferno Squad exclusive figure. Okay, so for my final thoughts on Cassian Andor in the test pilot suit, I think this is a great figure. This is an absolute banger. Really great job. And I love the sculpt. I love the articulation. The range of motion's really good. Like I said, I got a little nitpicky with the neck. But overall, I think, and obviously the lack of thigh swivels, I'm going to keep bringing that up until we get thigh swivels back, hopefully. Not that Hasbro's probably watching this channel, but, you know, I'm going to just root for thigh swivels to come back one day. Anyway, I really would, yeah, definitely recommend picking this figure up. I think it's a really good Black Series figure, and I would give it the good old 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Go get him. You can pick him up, or I think you can pre-order him on Amazon, anywhere, pretty much. You can get this guy. And with the upcoming series of Andor series, season 2, excuse me, coming up, I thought this was pretty fitting. And yeah, I'll probably be going through some of the other figures that I haven't reviewed from Andor until we get to Andor season 2. I did enjoy Andor season 1. I still have my caveats with the whole Rogue One Andor kind of character, kind of taken away from Kyle Katarn, because I just love that character and I think he's far more interesting, but that's just personal preference thing. Other than that, like I said, the figure itself, go get him. But yeah, let me know, are you guys planning on picking this test pilot version of Cassian Andor up? Are you interested in watching the show? And I also put a poll up to see if people are actually going to be watching the show or not. But let me know in the comments below also. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to my continued members of Terry Turner and Woodman29. And if you'd like to join, I have multiple tiers as far as memberships go, and everything is in the description box below as far as tiers and perks and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.